Hey y'all, it's your girl Shan back for another one. This is just a story time. Something that has been on my heart for a while, and that I'm just now starting to begin to let go. And I will be letting this go. I had an ex that his ex girlfriend used to harass the shit out of me. Like harass me, like I'm the one that cheated on her. He was dating both of us. When we found out, I left. I'm like, no, sis, you want him so bad, you can have him. And she'll even be like, well, I'm not going to stop effing him. Well, I am. You can be first in line for those diseases. I am straight. And, peace and blessings. Keep in mind, at this time, I'm 22. She's 16. Yes, I'm 22. She's 16. At that time, my ex was 19. And yeah, so he's older than her, but younger than me, but like right in the middle. Granted, he shouldn't have been messing with her because he was an adult and she was a minor. That could have been some stuff, but it's 3 years. What are you gonna do? And it's very common. Anywho, so after we kept having run-ins, I first noticed her. I'm sorry, came to her, me knowing of her on New Year's Eve one year. I text him Happy New Year's. She texts back, who is this? She had his phone. They switched phones. Crazy. And then that happened. And I was like, oh, let me fall back. Then he gave me this story that I wanted to believe. And I kept talking to him. But I wasn't sexually active with him. But we still, kept in contact. I was still with him. But we just never had sex after that. Here we go to what year? The next year, following year. We started back, trying to build a relationship. It was so toxic, y'all, and so weird. I know I'm kind of like in between, but it's really hard to explain. But I'm trying to think how I can put this shit. Hold on 1 second. I'll put myself in personal just for a minute. We started back talking. He got locked up. Me, superwoman, goes to save the day. I'm making sure he meeting his court dates, making sure his money on his books, making sure he's keeping in contact with his friends, his family, writing him, encouraging, just, being supportive. All the while, he's still talking to her too. Right? Okay. So after that, I find out I'm on the phone. I knew that she was still around. I didn't know the severity of it. And it was a lot of shit that he did that was really, really shitty. And I'm sure if he did it to me, he did it to her too. So one time, he had called me, right? He had me call one of his friends that he no longer speaks to. Funny, right? And, I'm like, hey, such and such said, hey. And he on the phone, and then his friend was like, hey, y'all, such and such said, what up? And, he love y'all. Hope everybody all right. Da, 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 da. We hang up the phone. The other girl was there with his friend and their friends kicking it. So I guess she got wind. Like, how the hell did such and such call you? And I guess his friend, who has no loyalty to him, gave her, or me, gave this girl my number. And then she started calling my phone private at the same time. I'm on the phone with my ex at the time, and I'm like, I keep getting private calls. He knew off rip what it was. It didn't click to me. It took me a couple of minutes. It didn't click. I'm like, why Why am I getting because I don't get private calls. Nobody worried about me. Nobody checking for me. Like, you know. So he like he getting angry. Like I not at me, but he just pissed because he know like shit. The jig is up. So he like, don't answer the MF phone. Don't answer the MF phone. I'm like, I'm not. I don't answer private calls. It's just going, but they keep like, do you hear it? Like the click. He like, he just breathing on her. Like, here we go. He's like, man, I'll just talk to you later. I'm like, all right. And then immediately I knew what it was. I was like, it's her. It kept going to 6 o'clock in the morning. I had to turn my ringer off. I didn't turn my phone off because I wanted to see how many times they was going to play on my phone. So here it is, like 12 noon. I get a call from not a private number. It was her number because she knew I wasn't going to answer. I'm like, yes. She's like, yes, this is such and such. You can tell such and such. I'm done. You can have them. I'm like, excuse me, what are you talking about? Like, who are you, lady? Like, seriously. I'm him and I'm such and such and I've been talking to him and we've been together and this. But since you this, I'm done. I'm like, well, you know what? We could confront him together. I'm being smart, right? She was like, all right. I was like, well, next time he called me, I'm going to call you on three-way. She was like, all right. And I did just that. Dude froze, hung up the phone on both of us. I think she said some stuff. Also, this what we doing, this where you at, da-da-da-da-da. So that's what's up, like for real. He ain't say nothing. He just hung up. Like, you was caught. Like, what can you say? I was like, well, he hung up. She was like, I'm like, yeah, well, bye. I hung up on her. Like, I'm done. Like, we don't have to talk no more. I haven't talked to her since. Then, he gets out. I track him down. Track him down. It was the same day. Like, it was a lot of sneak stuff going on. I really don't like to really give this situation a lot of my energy. But it was a lot of sneak stuff going on. People was giving messages to him for her and vice versa, all while we were dating, all while he was in a very fucked up state and I was there. So after all of that, I'm like, okay, I'm done. I am done with you forever. This is my mentality. And like, he just did a lot of hurtful shit. After he got out. Like, he just played me like, okay, you free? You don't need me? Cool. And then I'm like, I'm done. Good luck with life. I had a cousin call me like, hey, I saw such and such with a girl. She kind of looked like you. What's going on? Like, I'm not with him no more. She was like, oh, well, I was just checking because I wanted to make sure. Okay. Thank you. I'm no longer with him. Hope all is well. And this was years ago. When I say years, I'm talking 13 years, 14 years ago, y'all. And so after that, once he saw that I was finished, I wasn't calling, I wasn't checking on him, none of that. I didn't give a fuck. It wasn't none of my business. I literally just graduated. I just graduated from college. I'm not about to sit here and fight over no motherfucking nigga over a high school chick and a jailbird nigga. The fuck? No, I'm not about to do that. And that's just how I felt. Like, I'm like, this nigga, no. I'm not about to fight over no hood nigga they can't give me nothing. They can't love me. They can't be there for me. They can't support me. None of that. All you can do is fuck me and get the fuck on. That's it. I'm like, what the, like, Shannon, seriously? This is what we're doing? And you're literally a college graduate, working, holding down 2 jobs, holding down a place, not asking nobody for nothing. This is what we're doing? No. So he realized, like, damn, she not coming back. Not at all. He gonna text me, and there was a whole bunch of misspellings. Basically, like, I'm sorry for everything I put you through, and my bad. Like, you couldn't even call, you text. I read that shit. I remember I was at the bus stop. I read that shit. Oops, sorry, my phone. I got to log in the callbacks. I read that shit and I was just like, boy, bye. I didn't even respond. I didn't give a fuck. And I was like, I'm ready to move on. But I did it in a really bad way that came back and kicked my ass. But long story short, that friend of his that told her about me and gave her my number, him and my ex kind of they didn't fall out, but they wasn't as close as they was at this time. Because when you do bad shit happens. So, moving on. It's at the end of the year. And I ran into, remember I was just saying at the beginning of the story, how he had people delivering messages. That friend's girlfriend was one of the people that was delivering messages to him for the other girl. And that same thing ended up happening. I don't want to use names. So, my ex, his best friend, girlfriend, was helping him cheat. Then on the karma side, the girlfriend, my ex-boyfriend, the girl that he was cheating on me with, helped his friend cheat on the girl that was giving her messages. So basically, is something on my lip? No, it's not. That's just my phone. So basically, what people did to me, it happened to them. So I'm going to just use this. I'm gonna have to use names. I can't use names because I'm not going to remember the names. I'm going to use initials. No, I'm not. Okay, I want to make sure y'all get what I'm saying. So basically, what happened was, with my ex and his friend, he was dating a girl named M. M was helping my ex send messages through the other girl that he was cheating on me with. The other girl that he was cheating on me with was helping M boyfriend cheat on her. You feel me? So everything that she did to me happened to her. So we're going to call her M. M called me and was like, I'm sorry. What I did, I was wrong. I should not have helped your ex. You see what they put me through. And I'm like, yeah, I see that your dude is posted up on the internet with a girl in a bed, naked, all of that. How does that feel? She's like, yeah, that's really messed up. I'm like, yeah, that's what you did to me. That's exactly what you did to me. Yep. Messed up. She's like, I'm sorry. She was like, I got a guy, he's really cool. Like, if you want to meet him. And come to find out, my ex knew him. Like, they weren't friends, but he just knew who he was. I was like, yeah, hook me up. Being messy. So I'm like, okay, I know how to get this dude back. I'm going to talk to a dude that he knows. And I did just that. And when I tell you, my ex flipped his shit, called me, threatened me, all of this, making statuses about me, all while he fucking her. I'm like, hold on, ain't you with her? Why you care what I'm doing? Ain't you with old girl? Why? It's not a happy home? And you know what? Years later, he told me one day he went over there to kick it with her. And he wasn't in the mood. And she brought me up, oh, you mad because your boy hooked your bitch up with another nigga? Yeah. He was. Like, sis, it's nothing to talk about here. We're done. You can have him. You wanted him, right? You wanted him. Not only did you get him, he had a baby on you. 2. With a rat. But you all of that, though, right? Right? Wrong. No. But, the thing is, what I really dislike about her, she sent people to request me as friends. She constantly sent me friend requests. Like, this shit went on for years. Like, I literally just stopped getting friend requests. She must have found out I was gay. I don't know how. But we have people in common. We have family members in common. I do remember that. When I was on social media, I remember like on IG, Facebook, I had like some of my cousins was her friends. And they were males, so I'm guessing like I don't know, cause she a girl. I don't know. But then I don't know. It's just weird, and I never really cared to ask like, how do you know such and such? Because I really don't give a fuck. But it's just like it's a little weird. It's a little weird, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. But I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just thinking. It was just a learning experience. And it's like, I like to believe that people, but it's just to go out of your way for all of those years to see who I am, to see who I'm about. And I know, and now it's double that, so it's older. And I don't want to believe that people, but the thing that has me a little, it continued for years. I mean, I've had a child. It literally stopped when I got married. That's when I stopped getting random ass friend requests from people, of her people. Like, she must have found out, oh, okay, well, she must be over him now. She getting married. Okay, I'll leave her the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? That's the part it didn't stop to 2017. It did not stop. It's 80 and up. Literally. And it's like that from not just saying move there, but it's 80 and up. I don't know nobody. Like, you think I'm gonna just accept this friend request because it's a dude and he's attractive? No. Because that's why she was able to, like, they Facebook shit all the time. That shit was stupid. You can't see my shit. My shit was secured, locked, loaded. I ain't play. You feel me? It's just, I have to forgive, but I'll never forget.